Welcome to Evie's channel. I'm going to try something different for my spread for the week of Halloween. I have no idea how this is going to turn out, and I'm a little nervous that I'm going to hate it, but I'm going to try it anyway. So I think I'm going to take this this metallic paint, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and just start painting. I kind of have a look that I want to go for, but I'm not sure. So we'll see. I might just go ahead and paint this whole section. So I'm gonna speed it up and we'll see what we end up with. So they're dry, I've ironed them, and I've laid them flat. So I have no idea where I'm going with this, but I had cut out these because I thought that might be cute. And then I have these Tim Holtz people that I think would be kind of funny to have on here. I'm not sure of the placement. So kind of thinking about that. Not 100% sure. The other thing I have is this magnificent dictionary deal that I, excuse me, that I got from Goodwill. And I love this kind of stuff, you guys, because you can just rip it up and it doesn't matter. It's just some old dictionary from Goodwill. So I found this and I thought that would be really awesome for a Halloween spread. So not sure how I'm gonna use this in there, thinking it through. Then this particular dictionary has a medical section. Where is it? And I was cracking up because if I use those dead people or those old people from the old, here it is, medical dictionary. I was thinking about, you know, ripping out the definitions of there's pneumonia. That would be hilarious because we're in the middle of COVID. By the way, I have a very dark sense of humor. So, yeah, I definitely want to use tuberculosis. My brother actually had AIDS and passed away in '88. And one of the things he did have was tuberculosis. Not that I think it's funny that he had AIDS and had tuberculosis, but my family is very dark. There's been a lot of death in my family. I know people who've been murdered. So how do you deal with all that kind of stuff? You just have to do it through humor. Otherwise, it's just, the trauma's just too much. So that's kind of how I deal with really heavy subjects and trauma, is I'll crack jokes. So I'm very inappropriate at funerals. So that's just how I cope. So anyway, so I thought that this would be a really dark way to incorporate just Halloween, because it's fun when the kids are little and everything, but also there's a dark side to Halloween too. So that's kind of the direction I'm going. So I'm going to go through and pull out some different diseases and figure out how to get it all coordinated on my page, and then we'll see you. I'm loving this so much. So I think this is kind of the direction I want to go. And I can't use, there's no way I can use the tape because that dictionary paper is too thin. I really want to go Mod Podge, but it's probably going to make my paper curl even more, but I don't know. I have this stuff down. We'll see. I'm going to do a test with the Mod Podge. So I feel like I really need to take a picture of this. I'll do that in a minute. I took my picture. You have to take pictures when you're laying stuff out. I've learned this doing vision boards because you don't remember. Once you start putting stuff down, you forget where you have stuff. So let's try Good grief. See, that's why I took a picture. I want this out of the frame. Okay, so let's try some Mod Podge. And I just want to see what it's going to look like when it's down on the paper. So what's great about Mod Podge, if you haven't used it before, is you can use it as a glue. So you can put something down and then you just kind of go over the top of it. So when it dries, you have this glossy look, but it stays down. I think this is gonna work. I think the Mod Podge is gonna work best. I got my photo, wasted a lot of ink, but whatever. At least I have my layout. So when I start working on this, I know the direction that I kind of want to go. So I'm gonna start with this page first and kind of see how I want to go. Alrighty, fingers crossed this turns out the way that I want it to. Okay, so the malaria, I'm fine with it kind of going off the page. I'm gonna get Mod Podge all over my desk. I really need a something under it. Well, no, I definitely need something under it. This is my old trusty board that I've used for like, I don't know, 20 years. Okay, so I'm gonna have, I definitely want the malaria kind of going off the page. So I'm actually gonna take everything off because I have the photo, so then I can just focus on whatever section I want to work on. So we're gonna cover the edges of the malaria here. Again, I've got my board, so I just really, all I'm trying to do is get enough on there. And I want the chloroquine on there because I think that's stinking hilarious. I think I wanted it off the page a little bit more, but that's okay. So I've got that down. And what did I have? Okay, my dropsy was up there. Let's do my guy. I have him, and I'm fine if his arm kind of gets cut off a little bit, so he's just really kind of going right there. So let's go ahead and get him on there. Okay. And I just have an old brush that I don't care about. Always make sure when you're using your art brushes, even if they're cheap, crappy ones, rinse them out, soap and water when you're done, because why throw away a perfectly good brush every time you do this kind of thing? This is really a fun spread. I like where it ended up going. And I have no idea how my boxes and stuff are gonna wind up going, but this, I feel like, is super fun. Okay, and I kind of have him like that, which is good enough. And kind of need I need a little more on the edges. So you just kind of brush it on there, and it doesn't matter if I get Mod Podge on the page because I'm gonna put a layer of Mod Podge down over all of this when it's done, just to make sure it doesn't end up lifting, anything like that. Actually, I kind of just do that now, to be honest. Sometimes I'll just drop on the paper, and you're just really getting a layer of Mod Podge down. This may end up being really crinkled when all's said and done, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter because I wanted fun. I wanted to do something totally different and totally fun and kind of real scary, not cutesy. I just didn't want to do a cutesy Halloween page. I was videotaping everything and then stopped taping. So I don't know if the texts made it stop. I don't know what happened. I'm so sad because I was rambling on and on and on, showing you guys how to Mod Podge everything, and I screwed it up. Dang it. Okay. So, oh, I'm so mad at myself right now. So I put Mod Podge on the backs of all of these. And then I have my reference photo, so then I just start laying everything down, and then you Mod Podge over the top of it. So now that I have the Mod Podge on the back, Mod Podge on the front, I'm gonna let it dry, and then once it's dry, I'm gonna put these pages in between a dish towel, and then iron them, and then I'll have to set a heavy set of books on them, and then hopefully I have to leave it for my massage in about a half hour. So then hopefully this will dry so that I can do that part of it. And then we'll come back and lay down the people on it. I'm so heartbroken that all of that didn't get videotaped because it was really fun. And, well, there you have it. The joys of being an amateur when you're making these videos. Oh my gosh, it was so fun. I can't believe you guys didn't see me doing all this. This is what you need to do when you iron these pages, because you don't want the iron to burn anything, and I typically put my iron on as high as it will go. So just kind of getting the pages hot. And then I'm seeing where they end up. Make sure I just get everything ironed really good. Sorry, my arm is hanging off my table, and my table just gets really jiggly, so I have to figure out a better way to set up my camera because it bit my work desk that I have set up on the office half of my art room. So real quick, okay, so the heat kind of made this stick to that. I just want to get the opposite side too. So just real quick. Lay it in between. And just get this really hot. Be careful not to burn yourself. Okay, so then now we've got a flat page there, but you have to be careful when you set it down because it'll curl. I'm gonna do this one here real quick. So now I've got both pages pretty flat. So the next thing I do is I take this giant book that I got at Goodwill, and it's nice and heavy. So then I can just leave it on there. So that's how it goes. When I come back, hopefully everything will still be flat and I can work on the next section. So see you guys in the next section. As if things haven't gotten crazy enough, I think I know what I want to stamp on here. I'm just going really weird. Okay, so it's fairly flat, good enough. It's gonna be, I know what I'm gonna do to kind of fix it for when I do my November currently, but overall, you guys, I'm really happy with this. So I think what I'm gonna do is I just really want to make sure I know how much of this copper to get on here. And this does not have to be perfect, so I am going to stamp on here, and this is just going to be really fun. Don't care if it's like straight, perfect, whatever. We're just getting it on here. See if you can guess what I'm going to be spelling out. If any of my kids are watching, they already have it. And you might already have it by now. And I think this is the only nod I'm going to give to this spread, or Halloween, or deadness. Because I think it's really fun, and I will laugh every time I look at this. This is like the most extra spread, but for me, it's just been really fun to be really creative. I almost spelled tails, T-A-I-L-S, so I'm proud of myself for figuring it out ahead of time. Oh my gosh, that is adorable. Loving it. Okay, so I'll have to wash those stamps off later. And I think I know the direction I'm heading, I think. I know I need some black boxes, which I printed a bunch of my own so that I would never run out. And then I kind of am thinking that I can go a little bit with the copper look on here. Ignore that. So first things first, I kind of wanted to find like a big box, a few big boxes. So I saw some in this book, and I can't use any of the gold because I feel like it would really clash with the purple. Okay. So I think I want to have a couple of long boxes. I just feel like that will make it, but at the same time, I really have to consider my placement of my dead people too. That's kind of important. So if I go with like the long boxes, I lost my printout. I don't know where my printout went of who's going where. I think I remember. I know I was gonna kind of put her over here. I think she was there, possibly there. I'll double check soon. I could just have them like right there, literally. Oh yeah, I think the mom and boy were up there, but whatever. So I kind of have to keep this in mind when I'm laying down stuff. I hope they don't smear my tails. I think it was already kind of smeared up there. Or was like she up here, maybe. I don't remember. I'm gonna have to go back and look at this because I obviously do not remember. They would go really good though right there because coma would be in the middle. So I think that's good. So I have these stickers. I could also do some today's. I kind of want to bring in a little bit of copper just because, I mean, the paint is copper, so it might be kind of cute if I just even had a few copper flowers at the bottom of these. That actually would look really cute, I think. But I'm just gonna kind of set them on here, because this placement is gonna be really weird. This whole thing is gonna be awkward to do so that I can be both functional and decorative. Not even sure. But I'm glad that I wound, oh yeah, where am I pulling these from? I'm pulling these from Year to Shine and then my functional book, which if you don't have the functional black, gold, and white, you can just make a bunch of black boxes in Photoshop and just print them out on full sheet of Avery label paper. So let's see. I was thinking I could do a get it done and just make this whole big thing a to-do list. And then I could do like a note to self, which I might actually flip these two, because then I could have this be a to-do list. No, this be my note, that be my to-do list. I don't know, doesn't matter. I have those. I mean, that's good, but I don't want purple. This could be fun, possibly, maybe. Don't know. I'll decide. Oh, and there's two of them. Not sure if I want circles, but it would be fun to give myself that option. I think this is going to be too big to put anywhere on here without covering stuff up. This would be really cute. Again, there's nowhere to put any of that. Okay, then this gets into the blues. Oh, there's some long ass flowers. That's a possibility. I don't know, that's something to think about. We have these. I mean, I think the flowers would be good because I've got dead people on here. And all their diseases. And in the video that I think got cut off, I was talking about, please don't be offended. This is just, I have a weird sense of humor. Especially when it comes to death and dying. I've lost so many family members. This is purple, but it gives me my habit tracker, which I'm gonna want. And because I've lost a lot of family, I kind of have a, I don't know, just a really dark sense of humor. Just, it's a coping mechanism. It would have been cute to be able to like put stickers down and put these over the top, but with the Mod Podge, just, it wasn't happening, so we're not gonna get too worked up about that. I think I might just have this one go here, and then I could even just kind of, if I wanted the note to self on there, I could kind of have it don't want to cover up anything that says pneumonia. I don't want to mess up where my girl's gonna go. I mean, I guess if I have one here, I don't know. I honestly have no idea where I'm gonna put all these. They just need to start straight. However straight I can. With the situation the way it is. not 100% sure I want that there, so I'm gonna leave that there. So let's get the big boxes done first, maybe, and then I can kind of go from there. Okay, so that one's there. Definitely do not want to cover up the word quarantine. I don't really care how much of that I cover up. So this we could actually just really think, nope, can't cover up the word dysentery. So this, I think it's just gonna kind of center this way. Okay, black box there, black box there. Habit tracker I'll figure out. Do I want these circles? I don't know. Do I bring in this color at all, or do I just stay with copper? What do you guys think? Feel like I don't think I should bring in circles. I might have to pass on that. Okay. Where are some more boxes? I like this to do, even though I'm not going to have that big of a to-do list. I need to start shortening my to-do list because it's making me a little stressed out, I feel like. Don't want to cover up my TV. This is really hard to kind of put all these down because I have really limited what I can put where. I could do a to-do there. I could kind of have this for my journaling. Could have another box coming off there. Just the boxes are just gonna kind of have to be everywhere. Could I could go like no. This is gonna be really hard. Okay, I think no on this to do. I think I should just have my boxes be blank. So let's put this back. I'm gonna put the to-do back, and I'm just gonna flip really quick because there are different sizes than what I made, because I made them specifically to fit inside. I had thought about one of these. That's dots, so I could do, if I wanted, don't know. Ooh, no, that looks weird. Even weirder. Rats. This is going to be a major challenge. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to, well, I don't know if you want to watch all this. Depending on how long it is, I might end up cutting it out. I don't know how people can just like make these planning videos lickety split, because it takes me quite a while. Do I want, I mean, hexagons might be kind of cute. That would fit well. And I'm not a big fan of hexagons to begin with, so would be kind of good using them up. I could put that square there. We could do, what if I did like a hexagon pattern up here? Don't know. I mean, everything I have needs to be functional at this point. I feel like if I do anything that's not, it's gonna be weird. I don't know. I feel like that's a no. I mean, the hex would be cute here, but if I have my people, I mean, I don't have to use all the people that I have chosen. Actually, this might not be a bad idea. And then I could do, I don't want to cover up cholera, so I could kind of have them going off the page, maybe? Have it go up, because we know what quarantine is, so don't really even care. That could come off of there. What I need. Would I need to cut one in half so that it goes here and we cut it off? Maybe? Possibly? That would work. I would 100% have to cut it off first, and then I could have don't know how this is gonna work. But I do like the idea of this design, and I think I can work my dead people around it, and it will give me space to write. I feel like if I do hexagons over here though, yikes, I feel like I'm gonna need at least one hexagon over there.